Hello students, I welcome you all on my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to see how to change the variables in double integrals, right? We have already seen this thing, that is change of the variables in line integral, that is single integral. So if we talk about change in the variables in single integral, how do we change the variables over there, right? So see, if we are having a line integral a to b fx dx, right? If this is the integral, if this is the line integral, right? So how can we change the variables in this case? Okay, so if we want to change the variables in this case, then we used to substitute x is equal to something else. Okay, so if you put x is equal to gt, right? So this is your substitution. Then you will have to change this also, right? So for this, you differentiate this x and we get dx is equal to g dash t dt, right? Also you need to change the limits, right? So after changing all these things, you get, okay, this integral in this way, right? So you will have changed limit here c to d, and in place of x you are going to write, you will have to write gt, and in place of a dx you are going to write g dash t dt, right? Here c is equal to what? C is equal to g of a and d is equal to g of v. Okay, you just write where c is equal to g of a and d is equal to g of v, right? So also you can give this a function, you can give this function name some other name, right? You can call it ht, okay, ht g dash t, so dt. So this is how we change the variables in a single integral. So now we are going to see the same thing in the case of double integrals. So how do we change now coming to the point that how do we change the variables in double integrals? So now you see, if you want to change the variables in double integral, okay, and assume that you want to change, okay, firstly let me write the double integrals, okay, the case of double integrals. Okay, so here we are having double integral f of x comma y dx dy, okay, here over the region A. Okay, so now we want to change variable xy to uv, some other variable, call it uv. Okay, now you will have to substitute x and y. Okay, so you will be substituting x by function of u and v. Okay, so call it phi of u v and substitute y by psi of u and v. Okay, psi of u and v, right? So now we will have to do what? Okay, so now this area will be also a little bit changed, but okay, and x in place of x you are going to write now phi, in place of y you are going to write psi. So how this function would be, how this thing would, this elements, okay, elements of integration would be changed. Okay, in place of this we saw earlier what we used to write here. So dx was equal to g dash t dt, right? So similarly here we will be having this must be equal to, okay, this thing is equal to Jacobian of, okay, Jacobian of x y with respect to u and v, and here du dv. Okay, so this thing is equal to this, and we know this thing is nothing but this is Jacobian. Okay, this is Jacobian of x and y, and it is denoted by j. Okay, j in the bars, right? So therefore if we are going to substitute x by phi and y psi, then we get double integration over the region A f of x y dx dy, it must be equal to, it is becoming some region else, f of phi psi, and here you will be having this thing. Okay, so it is nothing but it is Jacobian, and you will be having du dy, du dv here. Okay, so this is the process. Okay, how do we change the variables in double integrals, right? So now take a particular case. Okay, in this case we are going to change polar coordinates into the Cartesian coordinates into the polar coordinates. So if you want to change Cartesian coordinates to the polar coordinates, how do we change these sort of things? We know x in coordinates in polar coordinates is equal to r cos theta, and y is equal to r sin theta. Okay, so see here, this is your psi, and psi is function of r and theta, and this is your phi, and here phi is function of r and theta. So here we are changing the variables from xy to r theta. So r theta is nothing but polar coordinates. Okay, and xy, you know, and these are Cartesian, right? So now next thing you want to see the area, how area is getting changed, and one thing you will have to also write this in the way, in the terms of Jacobian and du and dy. So for this you will have to find out Jacobian. So here Jacobian is equal to d, it would be equal to, Jacobian is equal to what? Firstly it is equal to r theta divided by r theta, and it is equal to derivation of x with respect to r first, then derivation of x with respect to theta, then coming to the y, derivation of y with respect to r, derivation of y with respect to theta, and in this way you get, so we know dx differentiation of r with respect to differentiation of x with respect to r is equal to cos theta, obviously, and with respect to theta it would be minus r cos theta, r sin theta. Okay, r sin theta, and differentiation of y with respect to r is sin theta, and differentiation of y with respect to theta is minus r cos theta. Okay, fine. So now it would be further you just calculate this determinant. Okay, so this determinant is equal to this is plus, okay, I have written it wrong, so it is plus r cos theta. Okay, so it is equal to r cos square theta plus, okay, minus minus plus r sine square theta, which is equal to r only. Okay, so now this double integral over a f of xy dx dy could be written equal to f of a. Okay, so if you write this is function of okay, we can change this function, it could be written it is g r of theta now. Okay, because f must be equal to phi of r theta comma psi of r theta. Okay, if we can also write this is function some, if we gave this we gave some other name to this function, we get this is equal to r g of r theta. Okay, so you can give this function some other name and call it g. G is function of r and theta. So here you are going to write Jacobian. Jacobian here is equal to r, and in place of now you are going to write the dr and d theta. So this is how we change the variable. So here also we have changed the variable of the variables of the given double integral, right? So this is the way how to change the variables. Okay, so now we are going to take a problem on double integral in which we are going to take we are going to change the variables. Okay, so problem is evaluate double integral 1 minus x square minus y square divided by 1 plus x square plus y square. Okay, dx dy over the region positive quadrant of x square plus 1 equal to 1. Okay, over the circle, positive quadrant of the circle, this. Okay, so by the change of variables. Okay, by the change of variables. So this is your positive this is your circle. Okay, this is your circle and this is positive quadrant, okay, of the circle. Okay, so its radius is 1, so this point is 1 comma 0 and this comma must be, this point must be 0 comma 1. Okay, so if we want to change the variables in this case, okay, so here this is not a simple integration. If you want to solve it simply, you won't be able to solve it easily, right? So if you take this for example, okay, then you will have to do the things you won't be able to do, right? So therefore what is the very easy here to change the variables. Okay, so you just change the variable. You just write first what is your given integral is, given integral is what, okay, region under the root 1 minus x square minus y square divided by 1 plus x square plus x square dx dy, right? And region, given region is positive quadrant, okay, of circle x square plus y square is equal to 1. Okay, so change the variable. You just change whenever you get such circles or something else, it's pretty easy to change this circle, okay, change the variables into the polar coordinates. Okay, so here also you can write x is equal to r cos theta. Okay, so very easily visible that radius here is 1, so you don't need to write this r. Okay, so x is equal to cos theta, y is equal to sin theta. Okay, one thing okay, so one thing you must note here, that r is equal to 1, r is equal to 1 on the boundaries, right? But we also have to consider the region inside this boundary, that's why we need to write the r also. Okay, so r cos theta, and y is equal to r sin theta, because we also have to consider such points where r is not equal to 1. Okay, these points here r is not equal to 1, right? So therefore you are going to write r here, and r kahan se kahan vary kar raha hai? R is varying from 0 to 1. Okay, in this region kahan se kahan vary karega? 0 se 1 tak. Okay, so this is the first quadrant. Okay, so r is varying here from 0 to 1, right? And यहाँ पे थीटा कहाँ से कहाँ वेरी करेगा? वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट, और फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट में थीटा वेरी करता है फ्रॉम 0 to 90 90 degree, right? 0 to pi by 2 radian. Okay, 0 to pi by 2 radian. So these are the limits of r and theta, right? Also we have already find out the Jacobian in this case. In the particular case we discussed earlier, so Jacobian here must be equal to r, so you just write this thing one more time. Okay, so in this way we have changed the limits. Okay, we have changed the integration, right? So fxy dx dy, it is equal to, now you can write the limit. Okay, so this limit is 0 to 1 and this limit is 0 to pi by 2. Inside f of x is equal to what? It is equal to 1 minus, in place of x you are going to write r square cos square theta minus r square sin square theta divided by 1 plus r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta into r dr d theta. Okay, so because inside we have written the limit of r, so that's why I have written r inside. Okay, dr inside. Now nextly you just see 0 to pi by 2, 0 to 1, and it would be take r square common from here, you will be getting 1 minus r square divided by 1 plus r square dr r dr. Okay, and outside d theta. Okay, so now you do what? Okay, we want to solve this integral first. 0 to 1 minus r square 1 plus r square and dr r dr. Okay, you can easily figure it out that okay, usually it is pretty obvious from here that it is independent of theta, so you can also write this theta here. Okay, this theta you can write here also, because inside whatever is there, this is independent of theta. So Anyway, we want to solve this integral first. Okay, so here you can do what, you just do one thing here, right? So put r square is equal to t first, right? So after putting this t, we get 2r is equal to 2r dr is equal to dt. Okay, so and how limit is going to change. So you have put t is equal to r square, so t would be equal to 0 when t is equal to, when r is equal to, when r is equal to 0, and t would be equal to 1 when r is equal to 1. So limit would be same, no change in the limit, and here you will have to write 1 minus t divided by 1 plus t. Okay, so in place of r dr you are going to write dt by 2. Okay, so t can be taken out. Okay, right? So now you are having this thing here, so you can do what, you just put, okay, one simple thing is to integrate this, put this t is equal to cos theta, or you just write okay, something else, like because t is already there and theta is already there, so you just write phi. Okay, t is equal to phi cos phi, so dt would be equal to, okay, one second, you just do one thing here only. Okay, यहीं पे आप क्या कर लो, r थीटा को, r स्क्वायर को क्या कर लो, पुट यहाँ पे, here only you put r square is equal to sin t, sin t. So dr 2r dr would be equal to cos t dt, right? So now how limits are going to be changed. Okay, so see here, t is sin inverse. Okay, t is equal to sin inverse r square. Okay, so when this r is 0, so sin inverse 0 would be equal to 0. Okay, sin inverse 0 is equal to 0. When r is equal to 1, so sin inverse 1 t would be equal to pi by 2. Okay, so limits goes from 0 to pi by 2, and inside you will be having 1 minus sin t divided by 1 plus sin t. Okay, and now r dr would be replaced by cos t divided by 2 dt. Okay, so now you can take this 2 outside. Okay, and you just multiply and divide by 1 minus sin t, 1 minus sin t. Okay, 1 minus sin t. Okay, so then it would become 0 to pi by 2 1. Okay, this would be getting squared, and it would become 1 minus sin t divided by under the root, okay, a minus b into a plus b, it is equal to 1 minus sin square t, and it is equal to cos square t under the root. So cos square cancel, so you will be having this only. Okay, so in this way you will be able to solve this integral, right? And it would be becoming, okay, it would be 0 to pi by 2. Okay, so result here would be pi by 2 plus 1. Okay, outside d theta. Okay, now this is constant, you can take it out. Okay, so taken this out, you will be having inside 0 to pi by 2 d theta. Okay, so integrating this, you get pi by 2, it is equal to pi by 2 into pi by 2 plus 1. So this is your answer. Okay, so this is how we solve the double integral, right? Double integral with the help of variation variable, with the help of change of the variables. So I hope you got it. Okay, So I just want you to do more and more problems on these sort of things, okay, on this concept, okay, how to change the variables. Only and only then you will be able to, okay, understand this whole thing, right? So this is it for today. Rest of the things will be done tomorrow. Thank you.